Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button right over here somewhere. Bet you can't guess what we're working on today. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Did you guess? I took this out of the shop because nobody wanted it. Evidently, nobody wants brown furniture anymore. So it's got to come out. This was my parents. They decided this was in my mom's office for a really long time. And when Dad moved to Arizona, he did not take this piece with him. So I put it in the shop, moved it around a couple times, and now it's here. It's here for a makeover. It really doesn't need a makeover. It's got a couple little scratches, like normal wear and tear where the drawer would be. And other than that, there's nothing wrong with it. So it's really disappointing to have to do that. I mean, I made it what I thought was a decent price. $45 Entryway table, solid table. The nice thing was bringing it in here, before I had it stood up like this, I had flipped over. There's two guides for the drawer inside here, and they were loose. So it gave me an opportunity to tighten those up. And then I went ahead and just tightened all the screws that are on here, just to make sure that once I'm done painting it, it doesn't suddenly like fall apart. Why not, right? It's already upside down and in parts and pieces. It's time to tighten it up. But the handle, we have this handle. I'm going to paint this the magic gray. I don't know how I feel about this handle now. So it's got to come off of here. Let's see. I knew I had a screwdriver. So this has to come off of here, and I don't know that it's going back on. I'll have to see what I have. I have plenty of handles and hardware, but I don't know how I feel about this faux brass thing with gray. I mean, I could paint this black. That might look pretty good. Heck. Okay, there they are. Not coming out. There we go. All right, so there's our handle. I don't know how I feel. I'll have to wait to see that with the gray, the magic gray. And then for the top, I know this is not real wood. Is it real wood? I don't. Ooh. Where'd it go? Wow, that was bad. I don't know if I could sand that top down. I feel like I want to sand the top and just paint the sides. If I can't sand the top down, we do have that faux stuff that I put on Uncle Emil's dresser on the top of that so that I could stain that. You can always do that with this. I need to sand it anyway, prep the surface for the paint. So I'm going to start I'm going to grab a sanding block and scuff up the surface, scuff pad, and get it prepped for paint, because as I've said before, you will never regret preparing your surface for paint. I don't care what paint you use. Make sure it has something to stick to. We've talked about that many, many times. You don't have to sand through the paint completely. You just want to scratch up the surface and give that paint something that it can bite to and bind to, because it doesn't like glossy surfaces for a reason. You can use a high-tack primer. We talked about that as well. Doesn't need it though in this case. I mean, it's a very specific use. I would only use high-tack primers if you were doing a laminate or something like that. So, okay, I'm gonna find my scuff pad. Okay, she's sanded, and then I took the stain off the top. Hang on, now I gotta reseat this thing. Ugh. So there's dust flying around in the air. I'm gonna wipe the rest of it off of the legs and the body before we can paint. And then I'm gonna flip it upside down because I did strip the top coat off. I'm gonna lay down a drop cloth, flip it upside down and paint it upside down so I don't have to worry about the top at all, since it's now raw wood. My mom had a candle on this. This stinks like candle. When you sand, whenever you have a project and somebody has had a candle sitting on a surface, there's so much wax embedded over the whole thing. And it smells, and y'all, anybody who burns those candles with all the fragrance in it, that goes somewhere. That wax goes somewhere. It goes onto your walls. It goes onto your carpet. It goes onto the furniture. It's disgusting. It goes into your lungs. Just trust me. Don't do it. Just, ugh. Could never break my mom of the candles. This thing stinks. Now it stinks in here. Stinky candles. To me, they smell like chemicals. They don't even smell good. I smell chemicals. I don't smell roses or apples or, nope, I just smell chemicals. The slides are now tight, so that's not going anywhere. This is just a damp cloth. There's nothing on it but water. It's just picking up the little dust particles from sanding. Keep a bottle of water in the shop. At this point, I don't need to do any vinegar or anything like that. A shop. This would be so much easier with a shop vac, proper shop vac, and a shop. With better ventilation. All right. But look at that. It's wood. We will finish sanding that down after I get the whole thing painted, but it's just going to be easier to flip it upside down, do the legs and the body, and then flip it right back and finish it off. I'm going to sneeze. Oof. And while I was at it, I sanded this coffee table that I picked up just to see what was going on under here. Not much. Didn't help much. This thing has been loved. AKA beat up. No, it's definitely got to be repainted. Yuck. Yuck. Yucka, yucka, yucka. Alright, I'm going to sweep up all my dust that's on the table. The table's got like a bunch of sanding dust that fell down on it. I'm going to sweep that up and then lay a drop cloth down and get this thing flipped over. I need to determine if I think there's enough magic gray left. Hang on. We're at the end of this gallon. I want to make sure. I got my stick stuck together. Come on. Yeah, well, we'll use them together. Maybe it's a new thing. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe a quart. Maybe half a quart. Let's just do it. Just freaking do it. My 1-inch purdy. My purdy brushes. Look at this thing. It's been so loved. Oh, I love my purdies. Let's go after it. I'm gonna start with the legs. No, I'm not priming it. I have had comments before. You're not priming it? Nope. Just going right after it. Now, the last time I painted this, people thought it was green. Some people, like, it's a pretty blue. It is gray. It's gray. But when I posted the pictures on social media, I got every color but gray. Oh, it's still really pretty. It's still so pretty. Okay. I need my audiobooks. I can't paint without my audiobooks. Sorry. So, when you come back, at least the first coat will be on. Okay? Coat 1 of the Magic Gray is on. So we're going to let that dry. I'm probably going to go make my daughter some dinner and then come back at it because it's beautiful. It's so pretty. Every time I paint this, I'm in love with this gray. And everything I've painted in this gray is sold. So I call it the Magic Gray for a reason. But I love it. Look at it. I'm like, so pretty. Magic Gray. Have to actually break down and buy this paint. Like full price. Have it mixed because it's just that pretty to me. All right. Get the lid back on there. Okay. All right. Get coat 2 next. It's on her feet. So I put her on her feet. So when you paint upside down, like there's little parts that are the, you can't paint upward, that you can't see. So now paint it upside down, then right side up, and that should get all of it. But look how pretty it is already. Oh my God. Oh, so pretty. I love this gray. I don't even know what it is for reals. I took the label off that had the paint information, and then there's also this label that's on the top. I'm gonna have to buy it. I'm gonna have to pay full price. I don't want to pay full price for anything. Not gonna lie. I don't want to pay full price. But here we are. I'm going to buy another can of this because this is just amazing. I still have plenty of paint in here. It doesn't hardly take any to cover. I mean, this is coat 1. It won't take a coat 2. I mean, it won't be more than a coat 2. Won't be 3. Ugh. Okay. But it is just, it's lovely. It's really lovely. See, like up here where, wait, 1 second, I was gloppy. Better. Up here where it was upside down, you couldn't get up in this area. Up here, it's all streaky. We're going to make sure that gets covered. Nice and even. Oh, it's so pretty. And there's something about the fact that it's matte that just makes it even prettier, like more sophisticated looking. And I was against matte paint for the longest time. And I'm loving this one. It's a treasure. This color, this consistency is a treasure. Now up here, you can see the old finish, the dark finish. I am not keeping that. I will be painting gently, carefully around that spot because I just want the top natural, not these little edges. And the thing is, with this not being finished on the top, like I sanded that and then I didn't do anything with it yet. If I accidentally like have a muscle spasm and paint it like that, I can still sand the rest of any overage off, so I don't have to worry about it. It's just, it's my process. Sure is pretty. Coat 2, I think will be it. That'll do it. So I'm gonna paint from top down. I'm gonna put my audio stuff on, and we're gonna get to work. This might be finished painting tonight, and then I'm gonna figure out the hardware situation. And then have to like clear the top or tongue oil, because you know I like the tongue oil. I do. I love it. I have my thing. You know, every person has their thing that they like. You know, if you say Joanna Gaines, you're gonna say shiplap, right? It's magic gray and tongue oil for Stacy. Like my magic gray, my tongue oil. That's my thing. I mean, I'm going to go do my thing. All right. Coat 2 is done. Victoria came to say hi and help me pick a handle. Hi. Look how big she got. And braces. She got braces. So she says that the straight bar handle, just nice plain bar handle, it's kind of got like a copper sheen to the edge of it, is going to work better than the scripty scrolly. She doesn't like this with the gray. I frankly don't like it with the gray, but we couldn't figure out a color. So we're going with the copper black.
And I thought it was too busy.
Yeah. And it's the right size. No re-drilling. It's like it's meant to be. So we'll use these, and but I'm going to let it dry tonight. I don't want to paint it down, but the whole thing is painted now. I will resand the top and then clear that after it's dry, because I don't want to get any sanding dust on any paint that might still be tacky. So I think we're done for the evening. So we can thank Victoria for her assistance. Thanks, Victoria.
You're welcome.
And thank you guys for watching. As usual, happy junkin'. We love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.